What is up, everybody? What it do, what it does. It is Vumezi Tamalisela Kangobo. We are back again, back at it with the Urban Tribe. Yeah. With me, I'm always joined to my right by the one, the only.
Come on, what is everybody? It's your bro Tyrese, the dopest guy in the Southern Hemisphere, and welcome back to Urban Tribe.
Yeah. And we're never alone. We always have a ghost lady in the studio.
Haunting the studio.
A little bit of a haunting. We've got Cassie, the friendly ghost.
What, dude?
No, actually, that is a bit weird. You're not pushing her because you know that maybe she's not,
If they came to me and they told me that.
in your mind, because the thing that we do is that we dismiss it.
I think my parents
dismiss
told
it.
me.
And it,
The thing my parents told
Dude, it
me,
doesn't really matter.
It's going to be it for the Urban Tribe today. Thank you. Yeah,
Sure.
we hung out over the weekend actually.
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
And I couldn't make
Just
it.
a little bit of building rapport.
How was it?
It was actually quite fun, I think. Yeah,
I think for me it was dope, bro. But it was also different, right? I went to a place where there was like white people, and there was like, oh,
it was a karaoke space.
Huh?
Yeah, in the karaoke space, I think. Just everywhere, actually.
Yes. But it was a different experience for me, bro.
Yeah, it was like finally a Rainbow Nation.
Oh, so you guys were singing all together?
Not all together, but like... Okay, I was pretty much singing the most,
Yeah, but how it works is...
Oh.
And also his vocals are insane, bro. His vocals are crazy.
Daniel Caesar in the building.
But how it works is that I think you sign up to sing, like you tell the person
you
that
sign
you're
up
gonna
to
do the
sing a song and then...
sing, yeah, front.
Yeah.
No, that's dope.
No, but it was like we went... there were two actually karaoke places. So it's like one we went to. And then we just decided, let's walk around for a bit. We went to an art gallery.
Ooh.
The
That was
Resource
also
Gallery.
Insane. Yeah, the Resource Gallery.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No, that
And
was a great gallery.
also a different approach to art. That's also... It was
Yeah.
insane. It was fire.
Nah, that was actually a fire experience.
that was-
It's
Wow,
like
that's good.
looking at the art and like we were trying our best to be art interpreters. I feel like if we wanted to, we could be art interpreters for a
Really? I
job.
always wanted to
Nigga,
know.
talk for yourself.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, what is so fascinating about an art gallery? Like, what do you guys even do
You stare
there?
at art, you relate it to yourself, and then you try and make sense of it.
Wow.
That's basically it.
Okay, for me personally, I'm just like stimulated by the aesthetics and a person's approach on art because the Resource Art Gallery is like, it's different, man. The localized approach towards art for me was insane because usually art places like this aesthetic, like above the line, So the fact that they did there was like a kettle, there was like a vinyl, all of these things that are like in your everyday home.
Yeah.
But they made it art, so I think that for
that's
me was
cute.
dope.
Okay,
that
that's
was-
cool.
So
That's
it's like
cool.
art
Insane.
exhibition that doesn't feel like you have to be pretentious about it.
Yeah, there was even this like traditional mat that they laid in the center. So it was amazing.
It felt like a welcoming to what
To
do you
a
call
house,
to
bro,
a
to your
home.
home. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
because
really
then it's
dope.
like you see the traditional mat, and then there's two chairs,
and then the plants as well.
and then plants as
And
well.
then there's another room which looks like the living. It was
it was like it
was
felt like a home, but with just
Don't they
art
also
exhibition.
give free wine? That's all I care about.
There might have been wine there. Now that I think
That's
about
why,
it,
Me, I'll go. Yeah, I remember there was a time in varsity we went to art. It was a Thursday thing, first Thursday thing.
Oh,
so
first
we would
Thursday,
always
yeah,
have
yeah.
like an art thing.
Sure.
They would put wine on the table. Us students would go refill all the time. That was so much fun. That was really so much
Yeah.
fun. But did they have it your thing?
I don't think so. But like
great.
it felt like there was already a hominess to it. Like you could bring your own food in. You could like just chill. Like it was a very chill but intimate space. Like the art
That's
is
cute.
great.
Oh yeah, but
But
how are
it's
you
like-
doing?
I'm
Let's hear
good.
what were you
Yeah,
up
let's hear
to?
about your
What was
weekend.
I up to on the weekend?
Let's hope
I
you
mean,
remember this time.
I did. I definitely ouch. Okay, coming for me. Now that's how I remember, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, your girl went on a date and stuff.
Come on.
Come on.
But yeah, life is good. But other than that, did you guys see what's trending? Your favorite nasty C boy.
Hey.
Do you see what he's doing?
I kind of have an
What
idea.
is he doing?
Like, okay, so you see that he started streaming, ne?
Yeah.
First of all, let me ask you guys a question. How do you feel about artists now all becoming streamers? Because I feel like it's a bad idea for him because he's revealing who he really is. And the more that let me speak for myself because I used to be a real fan. The more that I'm watching and learning the kind of person he is, I'm getting turned off as a fan.
Fair.
So that's why I feel like streaming is a bad thing for artists. But how do you guys feel about that? Then I'll go on to what he was,
I
what's
feel-
trending about.
I feel like I don't like this is gonna sound like, oh, he reads too much into, he's so pretentious about it. But it's like, I don't like the commodification of our private lives. You know, I don't like that to make money now, you have to...
reveal your private
Yeah,
stuff.
you have to like forfeit what is private about. I feel like it's a good thing to have privacy, you know?
Definitely.
It's a good thing to just have things that you keep to yourselves or keep to an inner circle. I don't think it's like, why do we have to now
expose yourself for
yeah.
other people's entertainment?
For other people's entertainment. Like, why do we have
Again.
to be messy about our personal lives for other people to watch?
So you like
basically?
against, you'd rather say
Yeah.
artists shouldn't. What
Yeah,
do you
I'd rather
say?
say, like,
sorry, yeah?
Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but it's like, it's what makes artists like, say for example, a Michael Jackson great. He kept his mystery to himself. He wanted it to be like,
I hear what you're
you
saying.
see the allure of him, so then it's like, cool, I wonder what his personal life is like.
Instead of
then
knowing it all.
keeps you wanting more from him. So then the one way that you get into his personal life is through his music, basically. That's what I'm thinking. How about you?
I definitely hear what both of you are saying, but I think times have changed, man. I think the
Yeah.
era of traditional media, traditional celebrity, you
Fair.
know, it's done. It's done, bro. Because you're referring to Michael Jackson, who has been within that era.
Yeah,
Like, at that time, it was a good thing for you to not say too much about your life. In interviews, strictly talk about music, shut out anything that attacks your personal life. But I think right now, there's much more of a desire to know you as a person as opposed to you as a brand. And I also think it feeds into what you're selling to people. When I look at even artists as big as Drake, like that had to go on to
Kais and that
Kais
scream.
and that Scream. Nicki Minaj was
And
there
like
as well.
SQC,
You know, and
like all
also
of those.
people who still maintain the segment of traditional media. They're not doing as good as other people. I do think that there's a part of you that you have to reveal to the people, because we want more than just your music. We want more. We want to hear what your story is, what you're on about, what are your beliefs, what is your pet peeves, what don't you like, what do you look like when you're angry. You know, we want to know those things that will eventually make us fall in love with you. But I do think that you have to be strategic about it, though. And I
Yeah.
think that when it's either it will land or it won't. Because I also saw when, what's her name, Londi London was on
Ish. The podcast, she
Rita
has a
Room.
reality
Yeah,
show as well.
a lot of people were like,
Bashing
now
it.
we don't like you anymore because we thought you were this person, that person.
Yes.
So it can definitely work for you or against you.
Or
Same
against
thing
you,
with
yeah.
Nasty C, as you guys are saying. Because we perceived him to be this amazing brew.
And quiet brew, respectful.
Yeah.
Quiet,
But now
respectful,
a
now
lot
it's
of
like-
things are being revealed that
Yes.
we don't necessarily like.
Context, I actually need to
Yeah,
know
let
like,
me
what's going on.
explain.
I live under a rock on
Of
social
course.
media.
So basically, the people were coming at him for living with Sammy. I guess you know he has like a 5-year-old child. I don't know how old the
I
child
think
is
so.
now.
Yeah,
and I
like
think they've been
toddler,
dating
I
since yes, they've been dating since high school.
Yeah.
So obviously people in the comments are saying, when are you gonna marry the girl? And then he came at them and he was like,
Why is it your business?
yeah, I also
Not actually. Yeah.
that's another take that I wanted to
Sure.
take. But yeah, people are like, when are you gonna marry the girl? But also we don't know how Sammy feels. But he's basically his response was, what's the difference between what he's doing and a married person besides the ring part? Because he was like, he would kill for his girl, he would sacrifice for girl, he provides for her. So he mentioned everything that like someone that's married would do. And then he would be like, but what's the difference? Like, why do I have to marry her? How do you guys feel about that?
I think I have like a for and against now
Yeah.
that I'm thinking about it. It's like I definitely understand the idea of like the traditional way of going about things. You know, you marry or you pay lobola. You want to combine the two families, but like you want to ensure that there's like a commitment there. You know, like you want to ensure that there is some sort of record of commitment or witness towards that commitment. So then it's like, yeah, no, I want people to know this is my person as well as I'm their person. Like, you know, we're here together.
But what he said was like, everybody knows that she's my girlfriend anyways.
Yeah.
So that's why this thing
Like,
means
I
nothing
understand
to me.
that where it's like, the against it is like the thing of, okay, like in my brain, I guess because I was raised in a traditional household. So then I'm thinking like, but like, why not just go to a home affairs, have like
If you don't want to spend money.
If you don't want to spend, because you really don't have to go broke for a wedding, honestly.
Dude.
And even then, you can just get like her a wedding band and then you that plastic ring from like a sportsman's warehouse or
solidify something.
yeah, to solidify something. Like I understand the
And bringing the families together. I think that's the biggest point.
yeah, like
for
bringing the
me.
families together. I understand those, but then at the same time, I can kind of, very kind of see the point where it's like, okay, but like if you know that you're committed, if she knows that you're committed, if you two are like this, then it's like, yeah, but like why not just like stick with just being boyfriend, girlfriend without having to like be committed to each other as partners, but like not marrying. But still, I'm on the side where it's like, okay, you know what? Let me pick a side because I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. Let me pick a side. What I want to say is I like the traditional way because it keeps you accountable. Because you have the witnesses that are there. It's like, why are you messing around with someone else when you know that you are committed to this person?
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's lovely. Yeah. What do you have to say?
I actually have a completely different opposite.
Yeah, bring it on, bring it on. Yes.
First of all, I think the problem or the struggle was not whether he should or should not marry the person. I think we need to acknowledge the fact that Nasty C is a celebrity, right? And therefore you need to be strategic about how you pitch up in front of your audience or, you know. So I think what the first mistake that he did was actually saying why he did not marry the person. Because first of all, we need to understand that that's none of our business. That's none of our business.
We don't even know if Sammy also wants to be married.
Whether they decide to die, you know, not having that band on, that has nothing to do with us. And I think the first mistake that he made was explaining that to people because that's such a...
Because then it's like...
intimate part of your life. Yeah, that's such an intimate part of your life. But also, I think I do kind of agree with him. It's not something that I would... we don't know. We don't know about that. But I do agree with him. It's that I don't see anything that marriage can provide that a normal relationship cannot provide. Because the initial thing for me is intention. What is your guys' intention? And I think whether we do know if she agrees to these terms and conditions or not, the fact that she is still in this relationship, she automatically gives away her will. Because if you didn't agree with that, you would come up with an ultimatum and say, bro, if you don't lock it in the past 2 years, in the future, right? I'm not going to be with you anymore. So I think she kind of low-key agrees, even if she doesn't agree with the situation because you're still in that relationship.
I get that. I think also another problem that was trending is that he refers to her as my B. That's not nice. That's
he's a rapper.
What? How is that supposed to be nice?
No. It's like...
He's a rapper, bro.
No. It's like the thing of like when you have to downplay how you are...
That's
like
what
how
I'm
you speak
saying.
about your woman. Like,
your actual woman.
How do you actually feel about this?
I feel so offended. If my man would just go like, yo, I was with my B earlier.
Then you're clearly
I was
projecting.
with my Medi, you know.
Projecting what?
You're projecting how you would feel in that situation. She's been with this man for how many
you asked
years?
me how Sammy feels. I thought you said how I feel.
No. That's not what I
Sammy
was
said she
asking.
didn't like it. There was a video that trended, and the actual caption was, what? Sammy storms off after Nasty C calls her the B word.
I just saw a clip where it was like, hey. I was like,
dude, he's becoming aggressive.
This is a bit insane. But I do think that that's a part that they have to keep just off of camera. I think relationships and their nature aren't supposed to be perfect, and I think they're not going to make sense to a lot of us because that's a person that you've been intimate with, and it is an intimate part of your life. It's not going to make sense to everyone, but I do feel like
no, but like speaking on artistry, even No, wait, did I cut you off? No.
I was just going to say I do feel like there is elements that I feel like aren't right
about what he's doing,
about what is happening.
Okay.
No, but it's like speaking on artistry. I understand with artistry, you have to bleed on your page or show your heart a bit when you are performing. Like, you can't be an artist without showing your heart a bit, without showing your pain, without being human, basically. But it's also like you keep it reserved to I'm mixing up my words.
You
have to like reserve it to a specific.
You can't always just pour. But also in streaming, dude, like you kind of have to. It's kind of like a reality show, basically.
But if you look at how Cassper Nyovest did his,
he's actually for gaming.
Was just playing games. Yes, it has nothing to do with your life, but in the same breath, he remains relevant. So I was saying, there's a way to do this.
There's a way to do it. It's like you don't have to put your whole life on blast. Like things like streaming has become the new reality show because Big Brother is big. People want to see your life 24/7, but it's like why do you want to make that your job, basically? Like, I understand the show has this appeal of like, let's see these people when they're at their breaking points. Let's see these people. But it's like,
oh, you're coming for streamers now. Why would they make that their job? Don't say that.
No, some people like make it their job. Like, like I understand the hustle behind it. It's like, Yeah, I understand the hustle behind it. It's not okay. I am coming for them basically, but it's like it's like I don't like when you have to make your personal life the job, if that makes sense.
Okay,
it's like I understand when you don't want to make your personal interest a job, but that's the way to make money. So then it's like my personal interest, say for example, I like carpentry a lot. So I want to make it a job. Now I hate carpentry because I've made it a job. So now it's like you almost hate living in a way, because it's like now I have to stream for 8 to 12 hours.
Okay, it's become your whole life.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like it becomes your whole life, because now it's like now I'm chatting about things that shouldn't be talked about, you know? Like, for example, with me, it's why I live under a rock a lot of the time, because then it's like I'm scrolling on my phone, I see this clip, and now it's like, I don't want to be involved in someone else's business, honestly. I'm fine. And then I just keep scrolling. Like,
so that's also why
you want to be involved in other people's business.
Yeah, I was about to say, we love drama and we love to hear about it.
I want to be in there.
That's what I was about to say, talking about drama. Did you hear about the whole Sima thing?
Oh, Sima, like being let go.
Fired. Yeah, shame. But that's a personal subject, because you said you don't like talking about people's life.
No, but like, I understand. Like, okay, I like talking about people's lives. It's just...
No,
it
I feel
feels
like
weird.
We don't have to talk badly on her. I just wanted to ask your opinion on that.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like she was rightfully dismissed? Because don't they drink on the job anyway? I think also another thing is, if it was a situation like here, we don't really drink, and you were to always constantly show up, I feel like that would be kind of a valid reason to dismiss you. Because of the work environment. But if the environment is a fun environment where we're mainly talking about alcohol.
You're mainly talking about like your private lives or just life in general.
Yeah, and I feel like alcohol helps you to be honest. So I think
it's like a truth serum.
Yeah, I think she just overdid it. But yeah, let me stop talking. What do you guys feel about it?
Hey, let me let you go first.
I do think under normal circumstances that would be a valid reason to dismiss someone. Right?
Yeah.
But I also think if... G has been lost a lot of times. If I look at that Swaley interview,
he was already gone.
He was gone.
Did you watch the episode with Dallas? He was high.
No, I haven't. But I think when I also used to watch Spreading Humors blind, I was a number one fan.
Okay.
Right? And there were moments when I saw that she was definitely above her, normal state. So I think in that sense, it may be fine to say that as an adult, taking responsibility, and I'm letting you know that this is not right. And also, you're not creating a good image for yourself, because we need to remember that Sima had an image before she came to the podcast. And every time she would be just like the sacrificial lamb for all of these opinions that are being shared on the podcast. So I think,
that's so real.
In a sense, I could see the good side of it as to like, listen, this is not doing any good for your brand. We need to let you go. But I think if that had to be the case, why wouldn't you give her an option to say, listen, I can do better. I will do this. I will do. Because if it is about your brand, then you should have decision making in that regard. But also, when I look at those episodes, I think it's valid to let her go. But I just want her to, because she has a new podcast right now.
Yeah, she said she's happy.
The new ladies, right? I just hope that she's happy. Yeah. But I don't think... realistically it makes sense. I just don't, because also why would you dismiss her? Why wouldn't you give her the option to say,
they probably
are we gonna do this?
Gave her a lot of chances.
Okay, valid. Because she did say, I saw a clip where she said that it was beyond.
Yeah, there was days where she get wasted. But also at the one reunion where they were all sitting, they played a game and they said, who drinks the most in the team? And they were like, Sima.
Okay,
so
you
see, it's been an ongoing thing.
And she also referenced that moment because of the mental issues. I think that was a topic of the... So I think she was probably just not okay as a person.
She did say...
Okay, valid in that regard to let her go.
I guess just to talk on it, it's why I like saying I stay out of people's business a lot of time, especially when I don't personally know. If I personally know them, spill all the tea. I'm here for the drop. If I know you personally, I will know you.
Yeah.
I won't spill tea to other people, but like if you need to chat to me, then it's like, let's sit aside. Let's talk about this. I want to hear what's going on in your life. But it's like with people that I don't know, it feels weird because I know I inherently am a judgy person.
Okay.
I know this about... I have to admit that about myself. I'm a judgy person.
Okay.
Like when it comes to, say, for example, I don't know, like if my brother comes to me and he's like giving me a situation.
Yeah.
Say for example, hey, bruh, like I had this girl that I was with, and then there was a situation where we had an argument, and then I said this, and that. Am I right for saying that? I'm gonna be there like, bro, are you good?
Like you're judging him.
Yeah, like I'll be.
But that's good.
I'll
You're
be
correcting
judged.
him. I thought you
Yeah.
mean you judge people like
No,
for their lifestyles.
No, I'm not gonna like judge people on their lifestyle. Like if they come to me
Yeah.
and it's like they're giving me something to talk about, like if they're giving me a conversation or like if they're coming for advice or whatever, I can't lie. I'm the judgiest person when it comes to that. So then because of that,
Yeah.
I know that about myself where it's like now I'm looking at other people's lives. I don't know anything about them. But then based on a 30-second clip, I know that I'm going to start building a rapport about how they're going to act basically. So now it's like I'm looking through there and it's like, ish, if that were me, I wouldn't because I don't like how they are handling the situation. And then I start building a profile about that person and now it's like, hey, now I'm building a problematic
I get what
sort
you're
of.
saying.
Sure.
So now it's like with the SEMA situation, I've tried my best to avoid it because I know that it's like, hey, maybe she has something else going on that I'm not aware of. And then when it comes out that she has something else going
People
on.
are like, oh, I would feel bad for her for judging her.
So
Shame.
now it's
That's
like
the
a
sad
thing
part.
of like, oh, now I feel guilty because now if I share my opinions and I don't know this person at all. I mean, I'm sharing my opinions about Nasty C, but it's like, hey, you know what? Hypocrites can be hypocrites.
But being a podcaster, you kind of need to, and also you're putting yourself out there to be spoken of.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
putting myself
Yeah.
out
Oh,
there.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, and I think some of us enjoy the sense of realness that comes with like people exposing themselves. If you could look at people like
Yeah.
Sai and Buji, she's built a brand on being
Oh, she's
Real.
real and exposed and wearing a heart on her sleeve. So I think what you then say we're pushing an initiative for celebrities and influencers to be nonchalant again, where we just get trained interviews and where people are scripted and where things are scripted. Is that what we're saying?
Hey,
I feel
no,
like
I wouldn't say that. I think to each their own.
Yeah.
For me, I don't want to entertain it. But at the same time, I'm not going to judge anybody else for entertaining it, you know.
yeah,
Like
just-
if they want to be within the drama, if they want to know what's going on, if they want to know the messiness, that's all right with me.
Yeah.
For me personally, even though like, yeah, I come on the podcast and then I was like, okay, what's the tea today? Like what are you talking about?
okay, no, that's
But it's
kind of
like-
crazy. No, we're not gonna be a gossip pal.
No. We're not
But-
going to be a gossip post, but
Yeah.
it's like I feel like at least we're giving sort of real talk about it,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Because I feel like people weren't looking at the whole Sima situation on her
Objective.
side,
On
like
her side,
wholeheartedly.
yeah.
But
so
did
it's
you-
like when I heard about the situation
Yeah.
and when I was going through it,
Yeah.
then it's like that thing of, it reminded me a lot of me with my own vices. If I have to get through a day, I will have like 3-4 Red Bulls because it's
Okay.
like,
That's
I need
your
the energy.
mechanism. Yes.
It's like, I need this energy, bro. Like, I'm not getting through this cross nighter and I have a test tomorrow. There's no way that I'm going to, like, I cannot sleep. So I need something to keep me
Yeah,
awake.
but I do think we also need to acknowledge the fact that other vices aren't necessarily healthy. Like you drinking all
definitely.
the time, especially at work. That's why you got dismissed. And I get that you had mental issues. Shout out to you. You know, we understand. But I'm just saying that I don't think everything
vices,
should be.
I feel like
Yes.
no vice is healthy, if that makes sense.
Okay, valid.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a weird thing that you have to like, with your vice, you also have to like recognize it, but at the same time, it's like, how do I healthily get through it, you
Sure,
know?
sure.
Like if it's, hey, what do I even think of as a vice? Okay,
No,
energy
but
drinks.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, with students, energy drinks is a big vice for students. Heart palpitations, I feel like a lot of students on the verge of a heart problem or a pulmonary...
Especially at night. Oh.
Yo! So then it's like, you have your vice, but you have to like, you have to do it in moderation, I guess.
Yes.
That's my chat, I guess. It's like, you have to have moderation with your vice, but it's like, with the Sima thing, hey, I have so much sympathy for her because then it's like, man, I understand getting through the mental problems, you need something to help you with that. And I don't agree with the fact that she was dismissed. I feel like she should have had a second chance, you know? Or at least like a sit down, an intervention, like,
well,
you
we
know-
don't know about that. Maybe they did, or maybe they tried. I
Yes,
don't know.
And I feel like as long as it's
hey,
valid,
maybe,
As
maybe
long
they
as-
did actually.
Yes, but did you see the other people? But you guys also live under the rock. Maybe you know
Yeah.
about the drama about Benzo and Royale Music, where they didn't put Benzo in the music video. You didn't see
Yo,
it. Yeah,
I did not see that.
Yeah, you guys are not. And did you see about the PC? Yo, there's so many things that
I
are
saw
trending.
that there was a clip going, PC is that.
Uncle, yes, the one that made so many hits with Uncle Waffles.
His money back from Uncle Waffles.
Dude.
Hey.
I do think, and I know Uncle Waffles is loved by everyone. Like she's amazing.
No, she's great,
right?
but-
But I think there is some truth to it because remember,
Yeah.
this conversation it's not for the
It's
first
not
time.
the
that
first
happening.
time.
And
It's not the
I
first
remember
time.
that there was allegations that he was being like kept from telling the truth. So I think
Yes.
he has to tell the truth.
He
And I
threatened-
also think that as much as Uncle Waffles is a big brand, we get it. She might have the illusion that people are coming from her because that's literally what people do to
Yeah.
big brands. But in the same breath, it's like if I am in the same industry and I'm also pushing my own thing, why would you dismiss what I have to say?
That's
I don't
what I'm
like
saying.
that. I think that's
It's
Yeah.
giving shady. It's
It
really
is.
giving shady.
It is.
And also, the other time when Slick Talk spoke about her manager, I think it was Kai or the other one. Then the one commented, he was like, I'm not responsible about what happens to you after you speak about me.
Yo.
You see, and he said that on the comment section. So you're kind of exposing yourself. So he's kind of like, there is a real
There's something real there.
to
you know?
what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's sad. I just feel like they're shutting these people up. I don't know. That's just for me.
That's
just
sad
what it
because
feels
she's
like.
got a
It is sad.
huge, what do you call it, management. So like she's got the world in her hands.
And I hate it when people who are privileged enough to make a decision does not like
Yeah.
they don't make the right one. I don't like.
I don't. Yeah, I also don't like when people have the position to make their own decision.
Yeah.
Suddenly they have to like baby themselves, be like, "Hey guys, I didn't know about,"
No,
or it's like,
that's-
"Hey guys, I'm not controlling." It's like
so sad.
you have your own leverage, you have your own pool. There's no way that you're just like doing nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Or for me, I also think that the success comes with like its own challenges. So if you are in a position to make those decisions, why don't you just make the right one? Because
Yeah.
also if you look at where Uncle Waffles is, she's big, bro.
Yeah, she's
like
huge.
come on,
Yeah.
you can afford to pay that, bro, if you haven't paid him. And also if you like you can afford to help that
Yeah,
bro.
like
even
why
if-
are you keeping the money?
Yeah.
Because
Like,
he's
why are
not
you
the only
keeping-
artist. There was another artist
Yeah, I
that
don't know,
sang a
it's
song. I don't remember
And
what
it's
song it was.
disappointing also. Sorry to this because I
Yeah.
really love that. Huh? Like
I
everyone
also
loves
do,
Waffles.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like it's so died.
Even on her, talking about her, she's also training because of her weight loss and stuff. Shame, guys, being an influencer or being
Hey.
in the public eye,
Hey.
you really need to
You have
live
to
for
have-
other people.
You
'Cause-
either have to live for other people or just take my advice, live under a rock.
Yeah, yeah.
But she doesn't have the option to live under a rock.
She
Yeah,
doesn't.
she chose
She
the
really
lifestyle.
doesn't.
So because I knew that when she started, she was skinny. and then
yeah.
she
And then she
became
gained
thick.
weight. Yes.
And then she got her boobs done. and then she
Hey.
went back to and then she went back to being skinny
skinny,
again.
yeah.
And then, no, she got chubby. And then people were coming for her. And they were like, she needs
I
to
remember
lose
they
weight.
used to compare it to Tyler, saying that, oh, she doesn't have a diet. Look
Hey,
at Tyler managing
he-
her
Dude.
breast properly. Yeah, I remember.
And then
that
they were
time.
like, and then she got skinny again. And then they were like,
People
nah,
like,
dog,
you
what
need
happened to
that.
her?
Yes,
She fell
yes, yes.
off.
And like one thing that irks me is why do people always have to like go for women way harsher than they do
Yeah,
for men.
I think there's
Yeah.
much more things to
There's
look
more
at
pressure on a
at
woman.
at a woman, but also just like from an entertainment basis, because she is an entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Just in the audience's defense, she is an entertainment. For example, if Cassper, okay, let me not make that example because you guys are
Speak of God, Cassper. speak.
if Nasty C comes and raps, he just raps, you know.
Yeah.
But if Uncle Waffle comes, and even what she did in terms of the music scene, Uncle Waffles was maverick in the sense that she created dancing towards DJing.
Oh, DJing,
So she
yes,
created
she started
that.
the entertainment aspect of DJing, and I think that's
Yes.
why she popped off. So
Yes.
what I'm saying is that there's more things to look forward to when it is Uncle Waffles, and therefore there is more things to critique when it is her.
valid.
Because also, if you are dancing, the same thing that happened with Kamumpela. If you are
Yes.
dancing, we're gonna look at like how
Everything
your body
that's
looks and
moving.
when
How your
you
body
do
looks,
this.
yeah.
You understand? So I think it is valid for people to comment on that because that is something you are advertising and therefore you need to take critique on it. But what I do think is quite weird is the fact that is the way that they are about it is not,
Yes.
is not
Yeah.
dope. But I would say she does not look the same.
She doesn't.
The way that she looked in the beginning, even
Yeah.
when she was, because I think that she looked beautiful then.
Yeah.
Even when she gained weight, I was a little bit concerned because I was like, okay, I think you're getting a stomach right now.
What? What's wrong with that?
No, because
Boy.
no, listen.
Oh, because of the image she came in
Yes,
with.
Oh,
and
the
also
image
you
came
are a
with.
performer. You need to I
Look
don't wanna
after
say the word
yourself.
pleasurable because now you're gonna take it out of context. But you need to look dope when we watch you perform.
Fair,
Really,
fair,
bro.
fair. Like
Okay.
there has to be like genuinely whatever your body looks like is whatever it looks like.
Yeah.
But if you are trying to perform, and especially when you've set a standard of how
I
you look
think
when
that's
you
Yes. Yes.
She
Then
set
that-
a standard, and then that's when it went high for her.
then it's like when you set that standard,
Sure.
then people are not like you come and you suddenly look different. Of course, people are
We're
going to be
gonna
like,
We're
"Oh,
gonna
what-
comment.
Yeah.
We're
What
humans.
happened?
And
Like-
also, my question for people who say that they shouldn't notice those things: what would you do right now if Tyler had to
Gain
get
weight? Of course, people are gonna-
It would be
We're
weird
gonna
because where's the
talk.
water? I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, but so much pressure. What if she wants to change? Did you see what Lizzo used to be big, now she's skinny.
And did you see
now there's hate also.
the hate that came with
they're
that?
like,
Because
oh.
you came
That's
onto
a
this
whole-
platform because you said that
You were being- you're being big, body positivity.
Yes, I am big and I am proud. And now you want to change your body.
Now
What's
us
happening,
big girls are like,
sis?
can't take it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a whole conversation that I could have about toxic positivity because there's positivity, of course. There's like loving yourself, loving your body. And then there's the enforcement of something that like, the enforcement of positivity where it's like, no, you have to accept this. And now when people are starting to accept it, feel comfortable, now you change it suddenly. It's like, how? What happened?
No, but-
like the same thing happened with Meghan Trainor as well.
I don't know
where
what
it's
Oh,
all about that bass.
Okay.
All about that pace,
I
dear
thought you were
future
white,
husband,
bro.
all of
Oh,
those
dear
songs.
future husband. Okay, yeah, I know. 2013, SABC3, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you think about her?
but it's like all about that where
Sure.
it's like
But she's
she
a perfect
came-
example. Yes.
She's a perfect example where
Yes.
it's like you have that thing where you've basically enforced the fact that I
be
love my
big.
body.
Yes.
Like I love my body. It's big. You
Yes.
should love it too.
Yes.
And then it's like
Now, all
now
of a
you're
sudden you're leaving us here.
and she's changing so much about
Yeah,
herself. Where it's like
shame.
oh,
She's really
ish.
skinny. Meghan
Yeah.
Trainor.
And then she also had to get work done as well. And then it's like, oh, what's happening here?
Yeah,
Like,
people are saying something happening in the industry. People are taking Ozempic. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
know about
Ozempic,
Ozempic.
yeah.
A lot
It's
of people
like-
are on that.
it's like a
Shame,
diabetic
guys.
medication, but then they
Right.
found out you can use it for weight loss. So even the
Wait,
diabetic.
so it's not meant for weight loss.
It's not
It's
meant
just a
for
side
weight
effect.
loss.
Oh, it's not meant for weight loss?
No, it's meant for diabetes. And then there was a global shortage. No, genuinely, there was a global shortage, and now people with diabetes couldn't take their medication
Because
because
everybody's using them for
because
weight
everyone's
loss.
using it for weight loss. So then it's like, okay, guys, like
That makes
genuinely, what about the people with the life-threatening chronic illness? Like they can't have their medication.
But that's
now.
the same thing as lean. Y'all brown boys made it a whole drink. It's medicine with drinks.
Yeah, medicine with like a.
So that's
I
also I'm
didn't
saying
know that.
everything.
I'm-
I think. Yeah.
I'm surprised. I didn't
I'm
know
also
that
shocked
was
about
like-
Ozempic.
Yeah.
That's
dude.
insane.
No, it genuinely was a medication meant for a chronic illness that people, their livelihoods depend on
That's
it.
crazy.
And then people are just using it for weight. So now I think it was the Ozempic company. Don't quote me on this.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Let's say that to protect my name. Allegedly.
Yes.
Disclaimer. Allegedly.
Yes.
Sure.
It's like they started producing it for weight loss instead of like they started producing and advertising it for weight loss instead of
Because it
diabetes.
was getting more-
But is the supply fine? Is the supply fine for the people who have
I don't even know if the supply is fine for the
I
diabetes.
feel like as long as the supply is fine for the people who actually have the problem, then it's okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it was
'cause that's
genuinely
cheaper.
it was genuinely like global shortage where it ran out for the people with diabetes. So then they had to like up the production. So now that they've upped production, now it's like I really hope that
I think
supply
it is.
chain is good.
I think it is. I think it should.
Yeah,
That's so scary.
it's very scary.
But also on Lizzo's fact though.
Yeah,
Lizzo.
yeah.
On Lizzo's fact though.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that I saw her like trending for this, weight loss issue. But I
Yeah.
think that I like what she did when she did lose weight because she went on live.
Saying
Posted
what?
the videos every day,
Yeah.
showing
Oh,
that she's
Jimmy.
actually
She was like
gymming.
honest
And-
about
that's
her.
Also, and she went to what's the show again? The one where there's like Charlemagne the God. The morning club.
Morning
I think.
Club.
Yeah, she went to the
Yeah.
morning club and they obviously
Or
asked
was
her
it
about
Breakfast
that.
Club?
The
Breakfast Club.
those
yeah.
niggas. She went to them. She went to them, right? And she explained that what she wanted to showcase is basically that you're allowed to change your mind as a person, but she loves the fact that she loved herself in each and every era. If she wants to
Okay.
do something different with her
Mm.
body, she's entitled to that because
Yeah.
it's her body. But she wanted to showcase that she loved herself when she was fat and
Okay.
when she was plus
bigger.
size.
Yeah.
And also before she got into entertainment, she was skinnier.
Yeah.
She was skinnier. So she was saying that she loved herself when she was skinny. She loved herself when she was
Okay.
plus size. And now she is also loving herself in this new
But
phase
yeah,
of her
she's
life.
lost fans. You know, she's gone. But
Oh,
that's a different topic.
Yeah, no, I want to say a joke, but I don't want to like make it
Offend people. Yeah, I don't think you should say
No,
a joke.
it's not about her. It's about the music. But it's like, Yeah.
If you don't want her to come for you. Yeah. But you were saying, what's on your mind? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's genuinely just a thing. Like, speaking of that, it's the people that they don't understand that people are allowed to be people. And by that, I mean, you're allowed to change your mind, guys.
Yeah.
Like, you're allowed to think something and have your mind changed. Of course, there's like a difference between grifting ideas versus like genuinely like thinking, maybe either for my health or for my well-being or for the sake of the people around me, let me just change this opinion or lifestyle choice about me, for example, I used to be the type that was like, hey, you know what? As long as I have sweets in moderation or as long as I can drink in moderation, everything should be fine, right? And then after a while, I'm just like changing the thought of like, hey man, if I'm having a glass of sherry every day, I think there's a problem there. It's like, because I'm thinking, it's moderation. It's just one glass. Like, one glass a day, like, it really can't harm me. But then it's like, I'm building an addiction to this. So now I have to like change that about my lifestyle. And now it's like, friends that I used to drink with are like, hey, you really don't want to drink like not even one. Or like go out and have a shot or something. It's like, I'll have an ice water.
And I definitely
That's
feel
a
like,
good thing.
as much as we may think this is a problem that only exists on social media, because we've been talking about branding and all of those things, but I think that a lot of people like saying that social media is not real. It is. I feel like social media is a hyperbole of reality. So it's an exaggerated version of reality. So I think that that also forces us as people to not be ourselves also. I think it kind of forces the theme of nonchalance, if I'm making sense, because now it's like we see how people are getting like slaughtered for being themselves, and now it's like I also want to be part of the movement, like type, you know what I'm saying. So I think it also then impacts us, especially as the youth, like that, and it creates a level of isolation as well.
Like there's that level of you not wanting to be, I guess, like, this isn't even a word, but chalant, if that makes sense. You don't want to have, you don't want to be able to express yourself, because if you express yourself, it becomes dangerous for your self-esteem, if that makes sense. It's like, you feel like it's dangerous for your self-esteem.
Wild. No, I was agreeing with you. I was like, that's a bar.
On that.
I'm thinking also, people are also like, hey, we're tired of nonchalant man, bring the chalant man. But when a nigga is himself, you guys don't want to, you guys don't like that.
No, actually, camera on me right here. I have something to say about this. It's like, genuinely that thought of like, when people are like saying that they're tired of chalant, like nonchalant men. It's like, no, we want to know you. We want to be able to like... we want to like see your emotion and all of that. We want you to like express yourself. Camera on me. Awesome. Let's go. So this thing about, guys, decide for yourselves. Why the heck do you want a chalant man, or do you want an expressive or eccentric man? But then when that man is expressive about themselves, do you suddenly have an issue with that? Like, if they decide that it's their time now to cry because they're a man, they're allowed to express themselves, is what you said.
Let me answer.
Is what you said.
Yeah, okay, let me answer.
You said they're allowed to cry, they're allowed to, but then when they start crying or when they start expressing, hey man, I haven't been the best. Like, my mental hasn't been the best. Now suddenly you get the egg. Now suddenly you want to ditch them. No,
let me explain.
No, genuinely.
Yeah, I will enlighten you as a female that's been through those stages. You understand? For a long time, I still believe in marriage. Yes, so when I date, I have the intent of getting married. But there was a part where I was like, nope, I'm just chilling, right? So when you're just chilling, you don't want someone that's serious. Like, when I say serious, I mean like someone that's gonna be themselves, like open up or be a man. I mean, cry in front of me, be chalant. Let me use that word. For instance, if I were to make an example of you two, because people can see you guys. You seem like someone I would date to marry. You, I'm sorry, no. So that's what I'm saying. So in terms of fun, it would be more there. So I feel like it has to do with the phase. So if you want to come to me and say, you want to be chalant, you want to cry around me, and I'm in the phase of having fun, I'm sorry, I will dip.
Fair.
But I will tell you, I think it's about communicating. If the woman didn't communicate with you, then I'm sorry.
Like, I think, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think,
And I wasn't offending you. You are married type, dude. But you get what I'm saying, yeah.
I was gonna say that I think women are just, I don't know, I think they preach more than what they practice.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to relationships. Because you will lie to each other and be like, oh no, you're worth. Oh no. But you're the same person who will send or who will have 54 missed calls because you wanted to contact this person. So I think there's definitely an element of preaching and practicing.
Definitely.
And I think one outweighs the other. Because no, you're worth, queen. Until John says, you know what I'm saying? So I think there is you lying to each other.
But we all, even men. So don't talk about girls.
No.
You guys also lie about what you want. You say that you want one woman and then you cheat on us.
No, I know.
You see, now that you're having conversations that you don't want to have.
Also, no. Also, I feel like
that's
at this
why I'm
point,
here. I'm fighting for the girls.
Valid.
Okay, valid.
But I also feel like at this point, when someone says they want to be monogamous, that shouldn't even be a conversation at this point. Because we've seen time and time again that is not happening. So why are you?
What do you mean it's not happening?
If I told you that I want to date you, Umbali, Mkize, and whoever,
you're telling me to my face.
Yes, would you want to be in a relationship with me?
No, but there are some women that want to be Istanbul.
But I want you. So what are you doing now? I got to lie to you.
So now you have to lie to me.
Exactly.
And that's okay.
Exactly.
No, why are you smiling? So that's what women do as well.
No, okay.
No, but what I'm saying with women, it's different because they're lying about what they actually want, especially to themselves. So if you had to talk with Umbali, example, Exhibit A, you'd be like, no, Queen, no, you with, but you were with John busy there, and John has a girlfriend, but you know what I'm saying. So I think today, we lie to you. You lie to each other about what you want.
Yeah, okay, no, I will stand with you there. Females do sometimes low-key hate females, but
no, but like even
that's
then,
different chat.
Okay, no, something for the gents.
Yeah.
Gents, when you're honest with your woman, try not to let your ego get in the way because it will be used against you. Trust me.
You said be what?
Do not let your ego get in the way when you are arguing with your partner. It will get in the way. It will bite you.
Yes.
And that's what I mean by that is don't get too defensive. Like you're allowed to defend your honor, but don't get so defensive that you're now trying to flip a table on them. Not like flip a table domestic abuse, no, but like turn the tables onto them where it's like, no, but you do this.
Okay, that's bad. That's manipulation.
You've lost. You've lost the argument there because now it's but what about you? What about? So then it's like, hey, no, guys.
What about you? What about you, Chantel?
But anyways, what were we talking about before we went to this conversation?
We're talking nonchalant.
The nonchalant.
But it's like
being somebody who actually don't want to be, but you see that it's in the trend, so you're going to do it. Is that what it is?
Like something like that.
Or purposefully closing off yourself because you think that you are exposed to like critique if you're going to be yourself.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
you feel like it's going to harm your
your
self-esteem.
Oh, that's so sad.
If you are yourself, right?
That's the truth.
No, but it's like, okay, I'm heated right now. Carry
okay, I just think
your
that,
points.
People should allow themselves to be who they want to be, right? And there are people who are nonchalant in its purest form. There are people who are like, I'm only saying this, and they're only saying this. That's all that they have to say. But I think, especially for us, brews, like stop trying to be
performative.
Even Drake is not nonchalant. Who are you?
Yeah, he really is himself.
Like stop trying to.
Why you laughing?
No, it's like if you look up to somebody as a nonchalant man, if you're looking up to Drake, why are you still like trying to act nonchalant?
Yeah.
Like
you look up to Future.
Get your hairpins if you want to. Get the heart in your hair if you want to.
Certified
like
lover boy.
Be chalant, bro.
Yeah, be chalant for real. Because you
like
listen to his music and he's really chalant and it's working for him.
Like he's literally being himself.
You think Drake is well, our guy is disagreeing.
People are disagreeing.
Yeah, people are disagreeing.
No, but it's like genuinely though, if you want to be chalant as hell, this is a made-up word, by the way. If you want to be eccentric, but don't be apologetic for it. If you want to be 3019, yes, I'm talking to you, Drake. If you want to be 3019... I'm coming for people.
You're coming for people today. Like, what's really going on? But Future is the guy to look up to if you want to be nonchalant. I feel like, because in the 80s, and actually in one interview, they exposed him saying the things that he raps about, he actually doesn't live. So when he says, I'm going to sleep with those girls today and then sleep with another one, and you thinking that, yeah, this is what he does. To be cool, you're going to do it. But Future's like, nah, he doesn't do it. Which is a lie because he doesn't have like 20 kids. But anyway, I just feel like,
no, he's got a rust of baby mamas.
When you look up to someone, you don't know what they really, because they have a persona, especially in the industry.
And that's why I'm against people. Like, I get you looking up to someone. Shout out to you. Congratulations.
Yeah,
shout.
you do.
But like, no, you want to like alter your actions and your life to match that. It doesn't mix. It's the most stupid, but it's the most stupid thing for me. Because like, why would you, I don't understand, why would you alter your life to be like that person? It also goes to the thing where people are like, they're feeling a lot of pressure on social media. Like how?
No one pressurized
you. You're not saying bougie. Shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
But like,
do that.
why would you even why would you even make a comparison? I don't understand that. Like for me, it doesn't make sense. You know that you're this Peru. You know that this is currently happening in your life. Find motivation from those people. Shout out. You know. I also think that Mandela's the coolest bro to be alive. But am I gonna say type shit? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
But you would train for being him.
Okay, valid.
Yeah, but that's what people look
I feel
for.
like if you want to build your brand on social media, fine. Take from like influence yourself from other. Okay, take influence. That's what I want to say.
Yes.
Take influence from other people here, there, here and there.
Don't make it your whole personality.
Like build your personality from other people, but like don't make yourself a carbon copy of someone else. I remember seeing this video, and it feels like I'm attacking people because I'm just seeing things and it's like I'm heated this episode. But it's like
it's okay, let it out.
I remember seeing this other thing on XXL Freshman where there's this other rapper who's trying to enter the game, but she's literally a carbon copy of Nicki Minaj. Where it's like everything about her is just Nicki Minaj.
The one that sings, I wanna have an abba.
Shout out to her. Shout out to Trim. Biggest fan.
The biggest fan I can see. Yeah, but she was. But then didn't she fall off now?
No.
After the second song, because apparently.
Oh, after the second song, because the second song was like so.
What
oh
is
my
it?
gosh.
Coconut Come on, bro.
And then it's like I remember seeing her freestyle as well, and it's like, man, you're talking about these other rappers is my sons. It's like that is literally a Nicki bar. That is so Nicki coded that it's like, dude.
But my question is, would you have known about that moment if she wasn't trying to be Nicki Minaj?
Sure.
Nah, definitely not.
Exactly. So it's a scheme. She's using it. I think I was more so referencing it to people in real life. You can't want to be Cassper on Nyovest on a daily basis. If you're using it for your brand, shout out to you because it works.
Oh, you mean online and in real life?
I mean in real life you can't want to.
Or like if you make it your whole like personality versus your persona.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like if you're using it online, shout out to Coconut Water. Look at the immense success she's achieved for herself.
Yeah.
She was at the BET Awards. She now is also in contact with Tyler. She's doing her thing.
When are you glazing?
But I feel like what that does is it like puts so much of a clock or like a timer on your career.
Yes.
Because like people will like look at that and say, Nicki Minaj, or that other woman, Young Miami, I think it was, where it's like, it's like Sexy Red, and then
who's the one that sings?
Go Yard Bag, something like that.
Yeah, the Go Yard Bag. How's it go?
Spanish.
Yeah.
But that was what I was going to say. Like, look at the amount of success that she's achieved.
Yeah, but it's like, imagine it puts either a one-hit wonder on your career or a timer on it. Because now it's like, yo, this person is this popping. And then it's like, okay, what's the next thing that they're going to come out with? If it's not that, then it's axed. If it's that, but then people are getting sick of it, axed. Because now it's like, you have to try and now be smart about how you transition into your own personality. Yeah. But it's very hard to do that when you are almost a carbon copy of someone. Yes. Like, for example, The Weeknd used to be that person that people will look at and be like, that's Michael Jackson right there. So we had to work very hard and very smart to just say, nah, let me try and build my own sound that is technically Michael adjacent, but isn't like Michael Jackson. And another example, Justin Timberlake. He, I can tell, is hugely inspired by Michael Jackson, but his clock was ticking. It was ticking because now it's like, okay, people are now tired. He went on a song featured with Michael Jackson, and people are like, okay, that's cool. So now he's the movie soundtrack guy.
In Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Love Never Felt So Good.
I also didn't know that.
Exactly.
It does
exactly.
expire.
That's my point.
Because why must you make another version of someone? But I don't know if you heard about the Ariana. She has a girl that looks exactly like her.
Oh, that
insane.
one. Yeah.
That one is
that,
scary.
that one isn't that is scary.
It's a mental
That is
issue.
wild.
It's a mental
Yeah.
That is
because even when Ariana lost weight, she also lost weight.
Yeah,
Like,
that is
that's
scary.
really scary. So
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that I don't think it has a time frame. Reason why I'm saying that is because I think naturally, when you get into the industry, especially like as a coming up artist,
Yeah.
right, people are naturally going to compare you to the OG. Like,
Yeah.
for example, if you can also look at, okay, I'm not. Okay, it's fine.
But isn't that a compliment though when they compare you to an OG?
Exactly.
It
So
is
why
a
wouldn't
compliment.
you hop on that? I
Yeah.
think you're naturally going to be compared to, for example, Trim is naturally going to be compared to Nicki Minaj. It's okay.
Fair.
She's
Yes.
being compared to the biggest female
that's a
rapper in
compliment. Yeah.
history. And also, when Nicki Minaj was coming up, she was being compared to Lil Kim.
Oh,
So you see what I'm saying? And look at how long she's been in the industry. I think people are naturally going to
Yeah.
compare you. I think it's bound to happen. It's just how you navigate.
Yeah, that's what I'm like talking about. Like with carbon, maybe carbon copies is too much of like a diss, but it's like with people that take inspiration, especially in the new generation.
Yeah.
Sure.
What I've seen is they'll take that inspiration and then they'll try and ride that train as long as possible without trying to build an image for themselves, if that makes sense. So
Yeah,
then their
no.
career technically has like a deadline. And then when they reach that deadline, now it's suddenly like, guys, where are you? I'm not getting support and all of this and all of that.
There can be another you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so that's also why it's gonna
So
always
then it's like
run
you
out.
have to work on the marketing very, very intelligently, because then it's like if you can't do it right, then it's like, and
But
then
do you think the artists that we mentioned are actively trying to copy the people in question?
I think there is a scheme within it. Maybe not like, oh, they're trying to like just copy the artist. Maybe it's like, let's blow up with this that sounds like an artist that you're recognized with, and then hopefully find your path. I think what my problem is that maybe I just have a pattern recognition where I just notice the artists.
I think that's everyone's problem, and that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because I also think with Trim, she made a lot of songs, but the song that
Speak
popped
on her.
off,
The song that popped was
the song that popped off, and I'm not a, like not to be weird, I'm not a Trim fan. It's not that insane.
I think you are a Trim fan. It's
No,
okay.
she's just like she had viral hits.
Let's not get it.
It's okay.
but-
I like spin that shit. So it's like
It's a dope song.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
a dope
Trim.
song.
That's not Trim though.
That's
No, I know, that's not true. Go-
Yeah, but anyway.
But they were even. She used to have a duo.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They've worked really hard, and then that moment where they pop off is when they're being compared to other people.
Fair,
That's
fair,
what I'm
fair, fair.
saying.
I think it's like what I see is just okay. Maybe from what I've seen is like okay, I see that she's put in work before, and then she gets to the popping off moment, and it's almost like her whole personality becomes that.
Or it changes now.
Like it becomes that change into, and then that
Okay.
feels uncomfortable for me because then it's like you had your image, but now it's like this is the thing that pops off, and now you've sort of compartmentalized the fact that it's like, oh, you're Nicki Minaj now. I have to be Nicki Minaj.
100%.
Instead of like,
Valid.
but like maybe that's just for this era, and then she'll grow into her own. So let me leave her alone, because I think maybe she'll just like grow into her own image. I just think it's like very uncomfortable for me where it's like, oh, this artist, now I'm looking at their work like retroactively. And then the popping off moment is when I just see, oh, now she's sitting on her throne. Now she's talking about everybody else in this rap game is my son. It's like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
She should have not used those words, I guess.
I think she should have. I
It's
think that was
kind
a
of-
great marketing.
I don't know. But you're
Fair,
stealing
fair,
people's
fair.
lines.
But it's like, even just talking about that is like
Yeah.
where the parasocial, is this even a word? Parasocialism of it
It is.
Mm-hmm.
becomes like uncomfortable. Because like even when you were talking about that Arianator, why do I know? Like the Arianator, like, I know the name of the fandom.
Yes.
It's like-
yeah, I'm a Ariana fan.
What's
Yes.
Yeah, like the Arianator where like Ariana Grande's fandom.
Oh, that's what they call themselves.
Yeah.
What's
So it's
I
like the
don't know.
Arianator that was so, what's it? Like carbon copy of
She's scary. I think somebody told her that she looks like Ariana, and then she ran with
just
it.
ran with it.
Yeah, she
and
ran
it's
with
like,
it.
yo,
Shame.
no, that was so scary.
Hi, but on South African news, did you see your favorite rapper is hosting the summers?
Shout out. I've been waiting for the brood to pop off. I think it's amazing. I think also, given the history that he has with the Summers, obviously.
What is the story about 10 years? What did they say?
I don't know, but I just knew that he hated them. And, you know, we were on that shit. But since he's back, I think it's amazing. And I also think the marketing aspect of things is also great. And people are questioning whether he's going to do good as a host. Because remember, when you're thinking host, you're thinking Vusi Temakwayo, Trevor Noah.
That's why I'm also right. Since when is he a host?
No, he's not, but he's been such an icon and a maverick.
No, but like, why is he hosting?
Because he's big in music.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're
and I
talking
think it's also...
right? Or... Bro, I'm so under a rock.
Was it Aries? Oh, what did you say?
I'm so under a rock. I thought we were talking Aries.
No,
but
Cassper.
Oh, Cassper Nyovest.
I thought I said his name. I'm so sorry.
No. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so like under a rock.
Because he clapped and he threw me off.
Yeah.
But it's Cassper Nyovest.
Okay, I see that fitting. Now that I think about it, I see that fitting.
And I also think it's amazing for the industry to bring on people that aren't like traditionally within that segment. Because if you can also look at the BET that happened previously, it was hosted by Druski. Druski is not a host.
Druski isn't but he isn't the traditional type of booking host.
Yes.
But he's
But he has a personality for that. That's right.
Exactly.
And I also think Cassper Nyovest
He does. No, he does.
Come on.
Nah, Cassper I think he'll rock the Summers.
And he's also accompanied by the female host. I just forgot her name.
Hey.
But she's a radio host. She's done a lot of shows as well.
Tando?
Zanella.
Oh, Zanella.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know.
But Zanella, yeah, she's also going to be a host. And I think she's
Zanella, she's been
in the game. And I think she's one of the best
hosts
that we have.
Down.
Yes.
I remember I went to the social media awards 2 years back. She was the host. This year we're going to the Summers.
Come
guys.
on.
Let's
go.
Yeah, okay. But it's like in local news, I'm guessing it's like Cassper Nyovest. He actually fits the show so well. Yeah, but I think that should be it, honestly.
I think he's big, bro. I think this is an amazing time.
Yeah.
What a time to be in music. What a time for the award shows. Because also we shouldn't hide behind the fact that award shows have also been dying down.
Yeah, what a time for non-traditional media to bloom, actually.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it's
and like
amazing.
non-traditional media, includes the musicians, the artists, because it's like
that's what I was saying.
Hey, they're always in the shadows. Like they're there for the entertainment, but then when non-traditional, like the musicians, they're there for like the entertainment. Like, we need this person to draw in viewers and numbers, but they're not there for like the hosting and.
But I feel like that we should talk about it on the other episode. The fact that that's why I didn't like that he's a host, because people like me that always wanted to be a host, we're never gonna get a chance now because they're gonna keep rotating Bo Cassper, Bo Nasty. But anyways,
I think let's wrap it up before we have a lot to talk about. We can keep talking for long time, but I think let's just wrap it up for now. Next episode will definitely be a banger because we've got already topics lined up for that. Talking about music, non-traditional media, all of that. Otherwise, thank you for tuning into the Urban Tribe podcast. Thank you to Cassie for being our feminine flame. Yeah, thank you to our crew, our camera, and our sound for just keeping things running, keeping things smooth, and all of that. And for that is all from me. Tyrese, anything that you have?
So yeah, man, shout out to music, shout out to, the Summers that's happening. I will be there. I'll make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you want us to talk about. It's a safe space. Let's have the conversation. Urban Tribe.
Awesome. Yeah, let's wrap it up.